Yeah, hi guys, good afternoon. We'll start a session with actually yesterday we started the session collections. Last session we have discussed about the array list and all. So the same session will so today is the continuation for the collection. Yesterday we discussed the part one and today we will discuss the part two. I will open my MS Paint. So through that we'll get the MS Paint. Mm, mm. So last session we started the collection. So I will one more time will I quickly revise. Basically collection is the interface. I will reduce the pixel size. Collection is the interface. In this collection again it will be have the sub interfaces like list is the one sub interface and set is the one interface and queue queue is the one sub interface. Under the list we'll be having classes like array list and linked list I would say next vector and stack vector and stack. So these are the four predefined classes available under the list. These are the four predefined classes available under the list, and these are the four classes are available under the java.lang package, java.utils package. These predefined classes are available under the java.utils package. So that is the you should remember. And the last session we discussed about the array list and linked list, and we discussed the difference between the variable array and collection. So the basic difference we have, the difference is with the help of variable we can able to store only one value. For example, uh, use to store, I will write use to store only one single object. Use to store single object. But in case of array we can able to store use it to store multiple objects. Multiple objects. In the same way, collection also use it to group of objects. Collection also use it to group of objects. But in case of array, we will be having like drawbacks. Array is the fixed size. Array is the fixed size. This is the fixed size actually. For the first drawback is array is the fixed size, and if the array is fixed, if you want to change the number, it is impossible. It is impossible. And second drawback is this one is the homogeneous. 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 We can able to store only same data type. Only if you want to store the integers, then you can able to store the only integer values only. You can able to store the only integer values, and this is the one drawback. And in the arrays we don't have any predefined methods. In the arrays we don't have any predefined methods. We don't have any predefined methods. Predefined methods. Predefined methods. But collections have predefined methods. It will have the predefined methods. With the help of those methods we can able to do the operations on the data. And I will take the table and write the difference, then everyone will get the easily clarity. This is the table actually. So in the table I will categorize into two sections. I can categorize into two sections. This is the table. Here one side I will take arrays. Second side I will take the collections. The first, okay, the first difference, guys, is it visible? Is it visible? Some better. First difference is storing. It can store single object. It can store single object. In case of collections, it can store group of objects. Group of objects. And second difference is this is the arrays is the homogeneous. Second difference is arrays is the homogeneous, meaning array supports only homogeneous. In case of collections, it supports both homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. It can support both homogeneous and heterogeneous. And third difference is in the arrays we don't have any methods. 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 In collections we have the methods. It will have predefined methods. Predefined methods. Next, fourth difference is it doesn't support the generics. Arrays doesn't support the generics. Arrays doesn't support the generics. Array doesn't support the generics. In case of collections, arrays supports the generics. Supports the generics. Generics meaning we need to specify what kind of data you want to store in the array or in the collection. So it supports the, so these are the drawbacks we have in the arrays. To overcome those drawbacks, so collections came into the picture. These are the drawbacks, like see, it can able to store only single object, and it can support only homogeneous, and we don't have any predefined methods. It doesn't support generics. So to overcome these, we do predefined methods also, we don't have any predefined methods. So to overcome these drawbacks, we'll be having the collections concept. So that's why collections concept comes into the picture. So in the collections, so collection is the interface. Under the collection interface, we'll be have the like sub interfaces like list. Under the list, list, set, and queue. Under the set, we'll have the predefined classes: array list, linked list, vector, and stack. Array list, linked list, vector, and stack. So in the like last session, we discussed about the array list. Array list basically, this one is the predefined class. It is available in utils package. It is used to store the like group of objects. In the array list, beauty is it can store the objects based on the index positions. Based on the index positions. So last session we discussed about the array list and linked list. So today we'll try to understand the set. I would say vector and stack. We'll try to understand the vector and stack. So first I will go to the first vector, and then, so today the heading is vector. So in case of first vector, vector is the predefined class. Vector is the predefined class. It is available in java.util package. It is available in java.util package. Java.util package. And vector also like to store the group of objects based on the index positions. Based on the index positions, initial capacity of the vector is 10. Initial capacity of the vector is 10. Initial capacity of the vector is 10. Initial capacity of the vector is meaning like at the time of storing the objects into the this vector. So initially it will create the capacity of 10. Capacity of 10 meaning like this it at the initial stage it will create like this, like this is the zeroth index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth index, seventh index, eighth index, and ninth index. So initial capacity is 10. Initial capacity is 10. For example, the vector already filled, you can assume the vector already filled with 10 values like 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. Now this is the actually vector initial capacity. I want to store two more values or three more values. For example, if I want to store the one more value 1110, then what will happen internally? What will happen internally? When at the time of whenever I add the new value to the same vector, then internally it will create new vector. It will create new vector with the value of 110. With the value of 110. The same box it will create it internally, and it will add new number. The same numbers will be came here, and it will add one more value. Now it will refers to new vector. It will refers to new vector. Basically initially the vector is having 10 values. Now my requirement is whenever I want to add the new data to the same vector, then internally it will create the new vector, and it will refers to new vector only. It will refers to new vector only. It will refers to new vector only. Okay, you might be get the one question like array also doing the same thing. Array list also storing the values based on the index positions only, and vector also storing the values based on the index positions only. Then what is the difference between the vector and the array list? Then they both are doing the same, like storing the data in the same process. Then why they vector they has introduced, why the I would say JDK people, they I would say we have already array list, but why JDK people introduce the vector? Meaning basically vector is the legacy meaning old one. This has introduced around 1.2 version. First thing is the this is the old one. So array list compared to this one, array list is the new one. That is the one difference. And second difference is vector is the synchronized. This one is the synchronized. Spelling is wrong. Synchronized meaning thread safe. This is the thread safe actually. This one is the thread safe. This one is the thread safe. In case of array list is the not thread safe. In case of array list, this is the not synchronized and not thread safe. So that is the like the difference in between the vector and the array list. Not synchronized, and not thread safe. Not thread safe. but the methods are same. What are the methods are available in the I would say array list? The same methods we can use in vector also. We can use the vector also. The difference is the difference is difference is array list is the not synchronized and vector is the synchronized. Synchronized. What does it mean by not thread set? Meaning multiple threads can access at a time. Multiple threads can access at a time. Like synchronized meaning it will allow only one thread at a time. It will allow only one thread at a time. So this is the basic difference between the array list and vector. Like the storing of what data is based on the index positions only. We can able to store the values. We can able to retrieve the values based on the index positions only. Based on the index positions only. Vector and initial capacity is 10. Whenever you want to add the one more value to the same vector, then it will create the new vector. Then it will refers to new vector only. It will create to new vector only. It will create to new vector only. This is the basic difference between array list and vector. It is the predefined class available in the utils package. Initial capacity is 10. This one is the legacy. Legacy one meaning old one. This one is the old one. It has introduced in 1.2 version, and after that, then both are following the same structure, the same based on the index positions only. They are both are adding the values and retrieving the values. Then what is the difference between the array list and vector? Is the array list is not synchronized. Multiple threads can access, and then like this is not synchronized. So that's why vector is the synchronized. So whenever the requirement is synchronized, then we'll go for the vector. We'll go for the vector. So this is the basic we should understood about the vector and array list. Vector and array list. So I will try to the same methods. What are the methods available in the array list? The same methods we can use here also. Like say I will take Eclipse and then I will write the program. This is the Eclipse actually. So I am deleting array list package also. I am deleting. So same I am creating the objects. So vector is a predefined class. How will you access the predefined classes in our own file? You need to create. Whenever you create the object, then you can able to access predefined classes in our file. So vector. So we need to import the package. So you can observe here, vector is the predefined class. It is available under the utils package. It is available under the utils package. It is available under the utils package. You can go there and check also. For example, you can simply go here. You can check the docs, Oracle, and we'll be having the utils package. Java.utils package. So this is the collection. These are the interfaces. So we are discussing about the vector is the class. So simply go to the class, down, down, down. Pre scanner, you get the linked map, hash map. Yeah, here we will be having. So vector is the class. It will be available under the class section. So there you can read about the vector. So this is the basically vector is the predefined class. I am creating the object for the predefined class. So we need to import the package as well. Now I need to add the values. So initial capacity is 10. Now I am adding like 100, some values I am adding. V dot add 101, 101, some values I am adding. 105. So am I copying this one and paste here. Here I will the same thing. Whatever the process you did in the array list, the same here also. Methods are also same. Like 103 I am saving, and 104 I am saving. Okay, I am saving the file, and so if I try to print sysout statement, then if I mention the v, the values are coming. The values are coming. So this is the one way to retrieve the values. But everybody's know about the for each loop. I want to retrieve the values with the help of for each loop. So how should I retrieve? So for each loop, for when you need to mention the for loop. There we can mention anything object o b, and within this one you can mention the block. You can mention the reference variable anything. So I'm not creating, instead of, so you can take a vector, and okay, here I will take the value sysout statement. Here I contain the o, here I can take the o. Now cannot convert from element type of vector to object. Okay, so fine. So normally you can retrieve two ways. One is directly you can print. So second way also you can print through the for each loop also. But now you can observe this one. So I will explain this one through the document also. Where will I have the document? Once again, I will open my document. Now, this is the document. You can read the, you can observe here. So first one, vector is the implementation of the list. It is the subclass of the list. Subclass of the list. It is the main purpose of vector is it is used to store the group of individual objects. Group of individual objects where duplicates are allowed. Why? Because we are using the index based, meaning the beauty of array and vector is based on the index positions. We can able to store the values. We can able to retrieve the values. So the second point you can observe, vector is exactly similar to array list, but array list is not a synchronized class where vector is the synchronized, And second one you can observe, Vector is also called as a legacy. Legacy meaning old one. Legacy meaning old one. It is available from 1.0 version. It is available from 1.0 version. 1.0 version. So after this, so this is all about vector. This is one data structure. So it is similar to same array list only. Array list only. What are the methods available in the array list? The same methods we can utilize here also. The same methods we can utilize here also. Okay. So anyone have any queries about the vector? So should I go for the stack? Stack also same. Stack and vector are the legacy. Legacy meaning they both are old ones. Like at the 1.0 version, vector and stack they has introduced. They has introduced. You can observe here. Stack is the child class of the vector. So stack is the child class of vector and implements the list interface. Implements the list interface. Second one, stack stores the group of objects using the mechanism called LIFO. LIFO meaning last in first out. Last in first out. I will show you through the diagrammatically. Then you know everyone will get the clarity. Last in first out meaning. For example, I will take one this one. We are discussing about the stack. I will put the head stack. So this is, it will be having the structure like this. It is similar to some. So we'll have the push method. With the help of push method, we can push the data into this container. This is the stack container. This is one kind of storing the data. This is the one kind of storing the data. So we are this is the one kind of storing the data. So we'll be having the push method. So this push method will push the our data. This is the container actually. In this container, we are pushing the data. For example, we'll be having the data like 101. This is the one data, and we are having the 102, where we having the 103 and 104. Now, we need to arrange, we need to organize this data into the stack. How will you organize? We'll have the push method. With the help of push method, first what you will do, first I would say you should push the first value, then it will go bottom, it will go bottom 101. Then in the second case you can push the 102, then it got stored in the second position, it got stored in the second position. And then in the third case we need to push the same value, then it will be stored in the third position, and the final value is the 104. Where it got stored, it is in top position. So we already we have stored the values with the help of push method. Now you want to retrieve the values. How will you retrieve? So whatever the value you already stored in the last position, so that is the that it will at the time of retrieve position, the value should be in the first position. So LIFO meaning last in first out. We are I would say we can say any example, no issue. Organizing the data or arranging the data. So this is the one way we can organize the data. Organizing or arranging. Organizing or arranging. This is the one way. This is the one way to organizing or arranging the data. The same methods will be having. So I will go here. So you can observe LIFO stands for last in first out. It means last inserted element deleted first. Deleted first. Mm. We can add element. These methods also can add the elements. Uh, so we'll be having some methods like push method and pop method and peek method. Push method, pop method, and peek method. Push method, pop method, and peek method. So you got it about the stack. Stack is also one of the data structure. So these are the different data structures. Array list is the one kind of data structure. Next, linked list is the one kind of data structure. Vector is the one kind of data structure, and stack is the one kind of data structure. So with the help of these data structures, we are organizing or arranging the data. So this is one type of organizing the data. So we can assume this is the one box. This is the one drum. We can assume one guy will be there. The guy is pushing the our data, pushing the data. First, what data he will push? The first number he will push. So he is pushing the 101, and then he will push the 102, and then he has pushed the 103 and 104. So last element we should retrieve the first time. So this is uh, LIFO. LIFO meaning last in first out. So this is the one kind of data structure for arranging the data. We'll be having the methods for doing the operation on the data, like the methods like we can use add element methods also for adding the methods, and push method also you can use and you can add the data. For example, same. So I will take here. So vector is clear. Now stack is also predefined class. We need to create the object. We need to import the package. We can observe the predefined class is available in the java.util package. I am importing the package. Now I need to store the values. So s dot push, and here I would like to mention the values. Here I would like to mention the values. Here I would like to mention the values. And we will have the generic concept. For example, here like nobody has mentioned what kind of data you want to store. What kind of data you want to store. Basically, this is the one data structure. Here nobody is mentioned like you can store only integer type of data. You can store like string data type. So if you want to specify what kind of data you want to store this array, you want to store this variable, so here we need to mention data type. For example, if I mention here the double, and here also we need to mention the double. It is, so okay. Normally you can try this. Like this is the stack. We are storing the values with the help of the push method. Now the same method, I am taking this 101 and 102 and 103. I am saving the file. I'm saving the file. Control S and sysout. If I mention the sysout, then the thing in case of stack should remember is the way of storing the way of organizing the data. The way of organizing the data. The thing you should remember in the case of vector is the way of organizing the data and the difference between the array list and vector. The difference between the array list and vector. In case of stack, you should remember the way of storing the data into the stack. The way of storing the data into the stack. Now the simply I'm storing the data. I'm storing the data and I'm saving the data and I'm running the file. I am running the file. You can now you can able to get the data. 100, 101, 102 and 103. 103. Now we'll be having some more methods like pop method. Pop method meaning it will delete the top element of the stack. For example, you can observe 10, 50, 30, 40 and 70. Whenever you use the pop method, then what the method will do, whatever the highest value will be there in the like in that box, in that container, it will delete that highest reference variable. It will delete highest data, highest value. It will delete the highest value. I will show you here. In our case, which one is the highest value? So 103 is the highest value. In this case, 70 is the highest value. So we'll try to do that one. Sys out s dot pop method. You can run. So it has deleted the 103 value. Now I will try to print the stack. Control S. I'm saving the file. So you can observe 103 has deleted. Now the printing the values without highest value. Without highest value. Now the same method will be having the peak method. Peak method, if you can observe here, if you can observe here, so it will for example this is the method, so it will return the top of the value. For example, if I use the same method sysout statement, so I go here, it will returns the peak highest value. It will returns the highest value. Running the file, running the Java. So in this container, this is the highest value. So it is returning the highest value. It is returning the highest value. So this is like two data structures available under the list. Okay, clear everyone? Only the thing is we need to remember how the data is storing, how the data is we are organizing in case of vector and in case of stack. In case of vector and in case of stack. In case of vector and in case of stack. So that is the things you should remember in case of vector and stack. Now I will go with clear. This much is clear, all of you. Now next thing we'll be having the small topic, that is the wrapper classes basically. So I will start with the wrapper classes. Hmm? Hmm? Peak method already is explained now. This one. I already explained now peak method. Pop also already explained. There you can observe. Pop and peak already explained. So with this we have completed the list category. Now we'll be having the set. So after that we'll be having the small concept, that is the wrapper classes. Wrapper classes. Basically wrapper classes meaning. Hmm? Hmm. 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 అది చెప్తా, ఇది అయిపోయాక ఒకసారి చెప్తా. Basically a wrapper classes. So why the wrapper classes topic comes into the picture? Basically we are dealing the object oriented. Oops meaning object oriented. Object oriented language. Object oriented language. So in Java everything we can deal with the objects only. So we can represent in the object format only. We can represent in object format only. Object format only. But we can observe we'll be having the primitive data types. Primitive data types, the both are like I would say they are, we need to convert those primitive types into the objects. So I will this one I will go to it and guys, is it visible? So we are discussing about the wrapper class. So wrapper class is the very small concept actually. The main purpose of wrapper class is converting primitive data type into the object. Why? Because our Java language is object oriented. It will support the objects only. So we can represent everything in the form of objects only. We can represent everything in the form of objects only. So that's why we are converting primitive data type into the objects. So that's why we are going into the, so the main purpose of the wrapper class is it is used to converting the primitive data type into the object, primitive data type into the object, and object into the primitive data type. So both are okay, the both cases we will be having. So for each primitive data type, a predefined class is present, which is known as wrapper class. For example, you can observe here, primitive data types meaning predefined data types, it can hold only one value. It can hold only one value. The boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float, double. But it can hold only one value. The predefined data types, whatever the predefined data types we have, it can hold only one value. So that is the drawback actually. So if you want to store the more values, will be in case of this is the predefined classes. So we can able to store the more values also. So wrapper classes is the I would say we can represent primitive data type. We can convert the primitive data types into the objects. Objects. So the same names like boolean. These are the data types, and these are all are the classes. So boolean, character, byte, short, integer, long, float, and double. These all are the predefined classes available under the java.lang package. So java.lang package is the default package. We no need to import the package. If you not import the package also, this one is the default package. Java.lang package is the default package. No need to mention, no need to import the package, no need to import the java.lang package. These are the primitive data types, and these are the wrapper classes. These are the wrapper classes. So here we'll be having the one concept, that is the boxing and unboxing. So I will tell you here. For example, I will remove this tag. For example, if I want to store one value, I will take the byte b equal to 10. I have stored the 10 value. I am calling the b. Then you will get the value. Run as, you will get the 10 value. You will get the 10 value. Now what I am doing, so I am converting this primitive data type into the objects. How should I convert? I need to take byte is the predefined class. I need to create the byte predefined class. For example, c equal to new byte. Now we need to pass this one to here, this one to here. So what I'm doing, I have created one byte value. B data type is the byte. So this is the primitive data type actually. I want to convert this primitive data type into the object. So we'll be having the predefined class, that is the byte. So this variable I am passing as an input to the object of the byte, object of the byte. So this is, so I am calling the same sysau statement. Now I am calling the C. Control S. You can observe, you will get the same output. You will get the same output. 10 and 10. 10 and 10. So converting primitive data type into the object is called boxing. We are packing our value into our value in the object. We are packing. So this is called boxing. This is called boxing. This is the data type. Data type is the byte. 10 is the value. We are storing the 10 value into the b. This b is the reference variable. This reference variable we are passing as an input to the object. For this object, input is the b. So we are converting primitive data type into the object. Then we can say that is the boxing. Then we can say that is the boxing. Now this value is storing into the C. Now what I am doing, I am converting, I am storing one more time, byte b2 equal to C, and I am calling the C. I am calling the C. This is the b2. This is the b2. Then if I run the file, you will get the 10. So here what I am doing, this is the primitive type. This reference variable I am passing as an input to the object, and this object I am storing into the C. So converting primitive type into the object, we can say boxing. What I am doing, so this object I have stored into the reference variable. This reference variable I am converting into the byte. So this is called unboxing. This is called unboxing. You guys clear with this point? Converting, this is the primitive data type. Primitive data type you are passing as an input to the object. So this, like converting primitive data type into the object, then we can say boxing. Boxing. and this object we are storing into the C reference variable. This C reference variable we are storing again into the byte. Then we can say that is the unboxing. That is the unboxing. So this is the boxing and unboxing mechanism in the wrapper classes. This one is clear. I hope this is the primitive predefined data type. This is the variable. It can hold only one value. And what I am doing, so we'll be having the wrapper class, that is the byte. Byte is the predefined class. I am like if I want to access the predefined class, we need to create the object. We need to create the object. So if I delete the b, now there is no input to the object. There is no input to the object. So now I want to give the one object as a parameter b. Parameters are the value which will give input to the object. Object or methods, wherever you pass there, the parameters are will give the input to the value, input to the object. So now I am giving input to the object, and I am calling the object. So like this we are converting the, I would say, primitive data type to object. We can say that is the boxing. That is the boxing. Here what I am doing, the object I am storing in the reference variable C. This C again I am storing byte, meaning again I am storing into the primitive data type. So this kind of converting object into the byte, you can say unboxing. First primitive, this one object we are passing as a input to the object. Then we can say boxing, not kickboxing. That is the different. This one is the different. This is not a kickboxing. And second one, we are converting object into the reference variable. This is the unboxing. So collections supports only wrapper classes. Collection supports only wrapper classes. For example, collection supports only wrapper classes only. So that is the thing we should remember. Collections don't support the primitive data types. Collections support only only wrapper classes. So these are the points you should remember. So collection supports don't support the primitive data types. Like in the collections concept, wherever if you want to define any value, we can define with the predefined classes. Like the predefined classes of byte, int, short. What are the wrapper classes we have now? We can declare with this only. Collections don't support primitive data types. Collections support wrapper classes only. Collections support wrapper classes only. So that's the thing we should remember.